audio of past and present, and updating on Dreamer's exploration and maybe some character talk. I will give away all the names, and a few of you might recognize some of them. If you're in my Discord channel, well, honestly, so in this case, let's start with Life of Past and Present that is based. I'm gonna tell the timeline, but I won't go into full details. This is literally a true story, and I don't joke around about true stories, pretty much. So this starts off. So the past explanation was first to 5th grade, and then after a bit, we don't really talk for 3 years. So after those 3 years, it's 9th through 11th, not 12th grade, which is the present time now. Complete present, but it's not. Close to the actual present time. So yeah, those are recent events. Kind of recent, not too recent, but sort of related in this case. The conversation takes their time for 2 years. 2 years conversation. Enough catching up, hanging out, all that. And in the first part, we explain about the current year when we finally reunite, kind of thing. You can just hang out and do whatever at this point after school. And we also talk about elementary school, specifically 1st to 5th, because we didn't really encounter each other way before, or the 3 years after elementary school. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And yeah, I don't really joke around when it actually does come to true stories. Moving on. Dreamer's exploration is not really a thing. I'm just testing out whatever I do. Maybe I might re-upload that one because that one was terrible. Just kidding. But the storyline's a little strange. And I'm like, where am I gonna go with that? Maybe I'll go somewhere farther. There's only gonna be 6 parts of it. Speaking of 6 parts, we're not actually talking about 6 parts for the high school. We're gonna have 6 characters. Here's the order of them. Nire Alozine, aka my YouTube channel's name. But I shortened her name. Her original name is Nixienire Alozine. On YouTube, which is the current name right now, is Nixienire Random Video Stuff. And there you go. That's how you pronounce the channel's name, because I know a lot of people do struggle with pronouncing with this name, and I'm okay with it, actually, if you pronounce this name wrong. Because it doesn't bother me, because this is kind of hard to mess up, but also hard to pronounce. I'm so sorry, guys, for screwing up for you, but, like, if you want to call this child Nix or Nixie at this point, I'm fine with that, but I feel like that's a little too common, which is why I decided, hey, let's make the name a little bit longer. Or like I've mentioned in the previous video about how I made the name for this, I think. I don't know, I'm just terrible at remembering what I've done for the last couple days. Weeks and weeks, and so I'm kind of forgetful as a person. Anyways, Nire Alozine. Advena Yulore is the second main character. Toras Xorei. I will list these names in the description, actually, so you know know how to write their names, and if you have any questions about these characters. Technically, the high school series is supposed to have 7 to 8, but I left out 6 because there's too many in the first place, and my voice can only go so high and so low about it. I'm not really sure. Though one of them is pretty close to or pretty much my actual voice right now. Fendyn Forquest. If you know my Discord username, Fendyn FD, by chance, that's FD is her name. Well, that's what most people call her, if anything else. Which is really easy to say instead. So, yeah. It doesn't really stand for anything. I just put that as a placeholder. If you guys can't use the word Fendyn, I just put FD for a reason in there. The next one is Neioru Kyumote, and yeah, I kind of realized his name is 6 letters and then 7 letters after. don't ask. And then we have Adveno Yulore. I will go more and describe how the characters are and how I came up with them eventually. Mainly, most of them are from the back of my head, like very deep within my brain. And how I came up with it. Some of them were based off of other stuff. Well, not really based off, just name-wise. I'm not stealing names in this case. But I'll tell you how I had these characters and what kind of people they are. Maybe I might go into fantasy where there might be Wolf Boy or Neko's, maybe characters. I'm not sure if I want to introduce them yet, because y'all gonna have weird thoughts about it, and I'm not gonna even try to talk about that. I'm just only gonna keep most of my characters more like on the school-related, not fantasy, but more like kind of realistic characters. Yes. So those are the names. I will put all 6 of the names in the description. There's 2 extras, but they have their own story and a little bit older than the rest of them. Sabote Beshima and Pariove, but we call her Riove for a reason. I did not give Pariove a last name by chance because I couldn't think of one. Now, Neioru's name was originally, his last name is Nisoh, which I will put in parentheses of the original last name. So, yeah. That's how I'm gonna write down the description. That's it. And that will be it for now. There's no other explanations, and I'll see you in the next video whenever I feel like explaining. But other than that, I'll also see you in Black and White Nuzlocke, Pokemon White Nuzlocke. So, yeah. Bye.